Unknown Secrets. Literally. A Marvel fanfiction written on AO3 by Lexi_Lulu. No, Tony said. Tony, you haven't even heard the plan yet, Steve argued. I'm not putting the kid in the field with Deadpool, Tony said firmly. Geez, Iron Man. It's cool. Me and Spidey have been pals forever, Deadpool piped up. I'm sorry, what? Tony nearly shouted. At this point, all of the Avengers had their concerns. Can you repeat that? Tony asked, holding back the urge to punch the mercenary and protect his kid from him forever. What? Me and Mini PDJ have known each other forever, Wade replied, confusion evident in his voice. Tony, Natasha piped up. He knows his identity, which means he's either telling the truth or we need to go get him, right now. Natasha whispered to Tony in a hurry. Cap, Strange Vision, you guys stay here. Watch him. Everyone else with me, Tony ordered. When Tony got to the penthouse, with Natasha, Bruce, Rhodey, and everyone else watching from places that shouldn't be there, he quickly walked into Peter's room, not bothering with knocking, to see Peter at his desk doing his homework. His heart rate slowed down at seeing Peter safe and not in danger. Peter, he spluttered, pulling him into a tight hug. Behind him, he heard the other three release breaths they'd been holding in worry, Natasha quickly saying into her comms that Peter was safe. Peter gave them a confused look, while hugging his mentor back. Yeah, I'm fine. What's going on? He asked, looking between him and the others. You aren't having any Peter tingles? Tony asked, pulling away. Don't call it that. And no, everything's fine. Did something happen? He asked. Tony took a step back and looked at the others. Peter, Natasha said, the brave one, stepping forward to ask. Are you in contact with Deadpool? Yeah, why? Is something wrong? Is he okay? He started to panic. He's fine, Peter. Calm down. Bruce calmly deflated the situation. How long have you been in contact with him? Peter starts to think. About 6 years? I'm sorry, what? At this point, Tony thought his brain was going to explode. You weren't even Spider-Man 6 years ago. You were 10. Yeah, I mean, obviously I didn't meet him as Spider-Man. Peter laughed. Tony gave Peter a stern look. Peter. He started speaking in a calm voice. Do you know what he does for a living? Yeah, he answered, confused. And you're fine with it? Natasha asked, disbelief written all over her face. He's gotten better, and he doesn't often kill, but when he does, it's for very good reasons. Peter quickly defended. Peter, I think we're all a little confused here, Bruce says, saying what they all felt. Peter looked between them and asked the question. Why are you guys asking all this? You never asked or even talked about him before. We were in a meeting, and he said he knew you and said your name. Tony replied honestly. And we just want to make sure that you're safe. Wade wouldn't hurt a bone in my body. He treats me like a little kid who needs to be sheltered from everything on Earth, Peter said calmly. Well, how do you guys know each other anyway, if it wasn't from Spider-Man? Uh-huh. Oh, he's been dating my brother for a while, he answered loosely. That made all hell break loose. And everything checks out? Steve asked when he sees everyone returning. Wade! Peter yells, jumping at Wade to hug him. Hey, PJs! Wade smiled before hugging tightly. Yeah, it turns out the kid was hiding the fact that he had a brother, and his brother happens to be dating a mercenary. Tony tells Steve, who's slowly putting everything together. I wasn't hiding it. I just figured you had Friday stalk everything about me and never mentioned it, Peter argued. Wow, it's rude to assume I just stalk all your information. I'm not that bad of a person, Tony complained. So, Peter, got any other brothers you failed to bring up? Clint jokes. Well, I mean, I never mentioned Toby either, Peter replied thoughtfully. Peter, please tell me you're joking, Tony replied, exasperated. Nope, Wade replied, popping the P. He's married to this super hot Broadway star. Wade, don't call MJ hot, it's weird, Peter complained. At this point, all of the Avengers' mouths are agape.